Alright guys, so we are now starting the front bumper saga. This is the Jeep Cherokee double tube bumper that I ordered and was going to try and make work for this project. Number one, the box it came in was crap. I don't think this was all shipping. I think it was crap from the warehouse too, but anyway, this one has to get sent back already because check this out. Right there, there's a hole in the bumper. And you might say, well, why is there a hole in the bumper if it's metal? And that's my idea. My thought process as well. Check this out. That is a plastic coating over a metal tube bumper. Damaged in shipping, which in the end, let's do that again. Damaged in shipping, but in the end, that was a good thing because tapping on that, I would have said that's metal. Would have never guessed there's plastic on that. I would have started grinding and trying to weld brackets and stuff to this thing possibly, and we would have melted plastic. So now that we know this is plastic, we're gonna have to take some different methods for mounting the lights. The lights will have to be a little different, but I already have that thought out for the lights that I have, and then the brackets, we'll take a look at that in a second. But anyway, if you order a Rugged Ridge bumper, more than likely plastic coated over the pipes. So we did learn that in the damage. So this is going back, and I have another one ordered. So hopefully that one makes it without damage, so we can start on the modifications to make this work. So let me flip this over and we'll take a look at the back side. Alright. So another problem that I did see that I wasn't too happy with is the top tube is a little bit longer. So that's not true to the Smittybilt bumpers, but I think we're gonna make do with it anyway. The other issue is the wraparound does not wrap around enough to meet up with the fender where it curves. So right now my plan is possibly modifying the plastic. I think I've seen one of the guys that redid one of these chop that off right there and then mount that behind there to kind of make it flush with the fender. So that's an idea. The front hoop there, it doesn't lean out or tilt out like the Smittybilt, so that's part of the reason you can't get the curved pieces to go back far enough. I think we'll get it close enough though. But here's the mounting. So let's take a look at that. So this is what you have for the mounts, because it's supposed to go for an 80s Jeep Cherokee, so it would mount right to the bumper rails or frame rails. So I lined this up, and these actually line up almost identical to the two mount points of where the Smittybilt would mount. But obviously, as you can see, it doesn't have the little flat screw hole where you can put the bolt through. So I'm going to end up, it sticks back too far, so I'm going to end up cutting it right here possibly, and then I'm going to get some steel that I can try and make a mount. So I'll mount it to these two holes right here, and then have a screw hole right in this area. That's the plan right now. Until I get the other bumper and can start hacking it apart, I won't know for sure. So that's the big thing. If I can get this figured out and get that mounted, that's half the battle. And then I'll show you, I got the lights from Greg's Restorations that I'm going to use. So the mounts that I have for those, they're just little brackets. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna put them at an angle right here, and then I can tilt that light up to where I want it, and that way it'll look like they're sitting back, kind of like where the mount is on the Smittybilt. So it'll look similar, but I'll just have to drill a hole through the plastic and into the metal, do like a self-tapping screw to hold that bracket in for the lights. So I think that's going to be my easiest modification, at least in my head it sounds easy. Well guys, after a month of waiting for the front bumper on back order, we finally received it. Second bumper, it's not super damaged, but we did just notice there's a little scratch right there, unfortunately. We'll have to try and touch that up, but no huge dents. So we are going to try to get this thing mounted. Right now, our plan is to use this to mount right there to where Smittybilt would have mounted, and then we'll mount that right up against that. We're gonna cut this off right here so it's straight, and we'll mount that guy. We'll see how that works. All right, brackets, cut those pieces off. Now we can see if we can get that mounted the way we want. Well, here's what we have so far. Bracket, and then we're going to mount that on there. We ended up cutting a new hole there, new hole there. Those are the factory holes down there. So let's see what we get. All right guys, it is mounted. I love it when a plan comes together. So, as we already anticipated, these do not wrap around as much as we would like. Definitely do not. But I am going to take the black plastics off those. I actually seen, I'm not sure who it is, but one of the guys that's done one of these actually did the same type of thing. We're going to cut those at an angle and have them fit in there to help fill in that ugliness right there. I think that's the plan. We're going to try that. We might tilt that back just a little bit. But our brackets aren't pretty. We are never claimed to be professional fabricators, but it did work. That's for that one. We're gonna have to paint those black. Right there. But it is mounted. So, goes to show that you can take this Jeep Cherokee bumper and make it fit on the Toyota with a little hacking, a couple of drilling of new holes, mount her up. All right, got the bumper back off after we got the mounting brackets lined up. And now we are putting in the mounts for the lights. Measured out 6 inches from the side. That's supposed to be where they are in the Smittybilt location. Drilled a little hole with the self-tapper here. And we are just gonna tighten that baby down. And then we got some front lights. Alright, I think we have our mounts for the turn signals installed. We got everything painted black for the brackets. And mounted lights. I think we have it all sorted out. Time to put it on. All right. We got it mounted. We're gonna run it with the blue paint for a while until the auto body guy is ready for it, so we can enjoy it for a while. There's the bumper that doesn't wrap around quite enough, but like I said, I think we're going to put those plastic pieces, see what we can do there to make it look a little better. Guys, we did one last modification to the front bumper. We modified those panels that I was talking about, those plastic covers that go around the outside of the factory bumper, and I think it turned out really well. It hides that gap that we had because it doesn't wrap around quite long enough or far enough. So just cut that out and stuck them in there, and I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So if you can't find the original Smittybilt, I think you can make the Jeep Cherokee Rugged Ridge bumper work. We got our turn signals all mounted in there too. Alright guys, that was the update on the Back to the Future truck build. Thanks for tuning in today. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do. We will definitely be updating you once we can get this into the body shop and get it all painted black. But for now, we're going to go ahead and enjoy it while it's blue. Have a good one.